Paradise, your favorite nurse paradise. And I am here again. Yeah, I am live. Welcome to today's live with Nurse Paradise. It's always a Q&A. I'm always bringing up the questions that I am being asked, like in my Instagram or Facebook. Like I always want to bring it live so that I know most of you might come across this video and you might have the same question and then you benefit from these answers. I welcome you to my channel. My name is Nurse Paradise and I am here. Okay, 1 minute. Let me bring myself up. I am here again to answer your questions. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. And if you're an old subscriber, I also welcome you. I say thank you. And if you've not yet subscribed to this to this channel, I beg you and I ask you to please subscribe, join the family as we grow. This family is all about growth. It's all about nursing, students, Malta, interviews, like everything all about, we are kind of all over the place. I kind of coming wherever I'm being needed. But I have been in Malta for 19 years and counting. I am a nurse in Malta and I like mainly talk about nursing, okay? But sometimes I can chip in carer because I was also a carer in Malta. Sometimes I chip in carer topics and also sometimes doctors as well because I working with them and I know how foreign doctors like come the process or the way they come into Malta as well. So if you have any question, don't forget also to drop it down here in the comment section or also go through my social media handle Paradise Mallet, both Instagram or Facebook, and you just drop me the question and I can answer you directly or I'll come live to answer it like this. And also if you want my one-to-one consultation, I can guide you on how to come to Malta, okay, how to like start your process on coming to Malta as a nurse or as a student or also even when kind of maybe you have an employment, okay, I can as well guide you on that process. So today I have if you can see in the topic, it's all about bridging course or adaptation course. When I say adaptation course, hi, hi, thank you. So I'm going to kind of do my presentation and I'll now answer your questions, okay? So today we're talking about adaptation course or bridging. When I say bridging, adaptation course and bridging course are both the same. They are the same things, okay? And I'm going to talk about nursing salary as well here, okay? Because most of the questions I've been having is all about nursing salary, okay? So today I'm going to also tell you that you'll be very, very lucky because yesterday I had a one-on-one or one-to-one consultation call with a client, okay? And I'm going to answer some of the questions which he asked me in this video. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you like for free, okay? Let's say for free because he pays to have these questions. But I feel it's kind of important as well for you to know. But then if you want deeper explanation, you can now contact me and have my one-on-one consultation call. But if you want it video call or on call, I'm available. If you want to know how to apply for this one-to-one consultation call, you can just call me.
Hello.
Hello. 1 minute.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's okay. It's okay.
Do you have hair brushes?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Thank you.
It's
Do
okay.
you know somewhere here in San Juan?
Check this salon
Okay.
next.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I'm in the salon. I'm in the salon. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So let's continue. So the first question I'm going to answer is about let's say the bridging course. Let's start with the bridging, and then we go to the most, the fun part, which is salary. So he asked, this client of mine that I called yesterday asked me, is bridging program mandatory for all non-EU nurses, or is it required only after an individualized assessment of qualification and clinical hours by the Malta Nursing and Midwifery Council? So do you understand the question? So he practically asked if bridging course is mandatory for all non-EU national. Okay, first I will start by answering this question by telling you what bridging course is all about. So if you understand what bridging course is, you would know why they want it. So what is a bridging course? What is this bridging course or adaptation course? I prefer to use adaptation than bridging, because adaptation will make you to understand what it is. An adaptation course is, you studied outside EU. Okay, let's give an example, Ghana. You did your nursing degree, your nursing diploma, and your nursing whatever in a non-EU country. So if you studied in Italy or in Ireland or in any of the European countries, this course is not for you. You don't need an adaptation course, or you don't need a bridging course. You only need a bridging course when and if you graduated from a non-EU country. Okay, for example, Ghana, Nigeria, all these third country national. That is when you need a bridging course. It is a way of teaching you the European way of nursing, and also introducing you to courses that were not taught in non-EU country. Okay, for example, nursing the individual it's not generalized. It's only brought to you to know the individuals that are living in Malta, in Europe, the way of life in Europe, and the way you can take care of people in Europe. So this is what it is. They will teach you courses, they will teach you things, okay, that you don't know, that you did not come about while during your time or during your studies in your country in non-EU. So this is why it is a bridging course. They bring you that have like studied out of EU, and also to teach you what you need to know about European way of nursing, how to take care of European patients, how to take care of elderly patients, the type of sickness that is here in Europe that you need to know about. Maybe they did not tell you in your country. So it's a bridging thing. Okay, it brings you to be aware. So that is why it is mandatory. Okay, you need to do this course. You need to do this course before you can work. You can have your nursing license to work in Malta. It is not all about your hours of clinical trial or your clinical placement, or how good you performed. If you hear any noise, sorry, I'm in the salon, so I think now is the closing time and kids are passing. So it is not, it doesn't depend how good you went in your interview, or how many hours you did in your clinical. No, it's all about your place where you graduated from. You did your diploma, your degree in Nigeria or in Ghana, you would need to do this course. It is kind of depends on the college, depend on the university, depend on the institute. Some do 9 months, some do 6 months, some do 1 year. And the price also differ, okay? Depends on the institute. So bridging course is mandatory. And if you did not study your course here or within European country. I hope I answered this question and I hope you understood properly. If you did not understand, please ask me questions down the comment section. And the second question that I was asked yesterday was also for non-EU nurses, should um, Malta Nursing and Midwifery Council registration be completed first before enrolling in a bridging program? Or is it completion of bridging program required before full registration can be granted? So this guy was asking me, um, should the nursing council registration be completed first before enrolling in the bridging council? No. You need to first find a school if you want a step-by-step way of like a step-by-step process for non-EU nurses to work in Malta, to come and work in Malta. I can do it in a private video, so for you to understand the steps. So first you need to find a school that do this bridging course, get your acceptance letter, and then start your nursing license process. Okay, the process of getting your nursing license to be able to work in Malta. So you need to have an acceptance letter. So when you have the acceptance letter, you don't have to wait until you finish your bridging course for you to apply. Okay, you need to um, start the process, and it will be on standby until you finish your bridging course, and then the final process will be concluded when you hand in your results. So I hope I also understand. I hope I'm also making sense. You get your acceptance letter, start the process of the nursing council, and when you finish your program, that is when they will issue your license to work in Malta. If you did not finish your program, or if you stop halfway, you would not be able to work in Malta. You need to complete your program before they will hand you your license, before you will be able to work as a nurse in Malta. You can do every other work, every other job. You can do a nurse job, a healthcare assistant, a nursing assistant, whatever job you want to do while you are in Malta part-time legally as a student. When you come with a bridging course program, you are eligible to work up to 20 hours a month. Okay, and then I think 20 hours a week, I think. So you can do this legally, okay, and do whatever job you want to do, but not nursing. It's when you finish your bridging course, when you finish your adaptation course, that is when you are able to work as a nurse officially in Malta through the nursing council. Okay, another question I got. Now let's go to the salaries now. Okay, so I have two questions about salary. This guy, and then this lady as well. The lady that contacted me through Instagram. So I'm gonna read the two questions, and then I'll answer. The guy said, "What is the expected gross and net monthly salary for a registered nurse in Malta, particularly for non-EU nurses, and how do factors such as years of experience, clinical specialty, and shift patterns affect the final salary?" I think this is a very good question about shift, um, experience, years of experience, and also non-EU, if non-EU are being paid separately with the EU. No. So, in terms of salary in Malta for nurses, okay, we are being paid with scale. Okay, when you start depends on the on your, what will I say, depending on your degree. Okay, if you are being employed as a diploma nurse, okay, you will start with scale 12. And then if you are being applied, okay, or employed with a degree nurse, you will start with scale 10. So your salary would depend on your scale. And the more you work with the government, okay, the more your scale goes down. So 10, 9, 8. The more your scale goes down, the more salary you get, the more higher your pay, and the more years of experience. No one salary is, unless we started at the same time, unless this is the year me and you started and we are on the same, degree. That is how our salary will be the same. But everyone's salary is different. Okay. So, and also they don't discriminate about non-EU to EU. They only do it with scales and with your qualification. If you are starting in Malta as a nurse, okay, you would go with the basic. You will start with the basic salary. You would start with the basic. But I promise you, it gets better. It goes up with your experience and with your qualification. And I will also employ you, I will also encourage you to not just stay, study more, do your masters, do your doctorate if you want, do your masters, because it will help you a lot to go down the scale. Okay, it will help you a lot. And then another thing for me to remember that he asked is, how do factors such as years of experience, I've talked about that, clinical specialty. There is no preference in clinical specialty. All the nurses are being paid equal. Like, not, they will not tell you because you work in mental health, so you get this salary, or because the mental health nurses get paid more than the medical ward nurses, or the surgical ward nurses get paid more, or the ITU nurses. No, everyone, all the salaries are the same, the allowance the same, everything is the same, no matter where you work it. Okay, if you're working in ITU, if you're working in surgical, if you're working in medical, everything is all the same. It depends on you. It depends on what you like. It depends on where you want to work, what drives you, what motivates you. Do you like reputation, or do you want something that keeps turning, like emergency nursing, like you keep having, a great turnover, or you like the like bedside thing, that you have reputation, and you don't mind, you like, your mind is settled. Okay, it depends on what you want and where you want to work. But no place is special. Like, they don't pay you more money because you work in ITU. No. Okay. And then coming to salary, we have the gross, let's say 1,500 euros when you start. Okay, but that wouldn't, okay, count with the okay, let me do, in Malta, salary is a little bit complicated. I don't know how to explain properly for you to understand. We have 40 hours full time pay. Okay, and we have 46 hours. Like, 40 hours is general in Malta, both non healthcare sectors and also healthcare sectors do 40 hours. Okay, but in healthcare they introduced 46.6 hours. So if you choose, if you come, okay, and you do your thing and you graduate and you say, listen, I'm gonna do only 40 hours and that's it. I don't want the 46.6, I don't want the extra 6.6 hours. It's up to you. You will still be acknowledged as a full-time worker. But then if you say, I want the extra 6.6, I want to work for the 6.6 hours, it's up to you, but you will get paid more. Okay, so the full-time 40 hours, you just get your salary and that's it. Okay, but the 46.6 hours, you decide what you want to do with it. You have two options. It's either the 6.6, you take them as overtime money, which will come up to 500 euros every month, extra on your pay. 500 euros fixed every month. Okay, or you can tell them, no, maybe I have a part-time somewhere. I don't want the extra money. I'm going to tell them I'm going to take it as extra time. Okay, so you would have up to 39.5 or 39.9 hours extra every month. You can take as leave. You can take as vacation leave. Okay, so you decide what you do with this time. It's either you take them as money or you take them as time. For me, I'm taking them as time because I have my business. Okay, I have my shop, salon, my afro hair salon. So I want to also invest some of my time in my salon. Depends on you. A lot of people, if you don't have a side hustle, if you don't have a side business or anything else or a part-time work, I would encourage you to take the money instead of taking the time. But also know that when you take the money, when they are deducting the tax, you will not have your full 500 euros. They will also take tax from it. Okay, so that is what you have to think about as well, because in the time you have your full time with you would enjoy your full time, but in the money you will not enjoy the full money. They would deduct tax from it as well. So that is one thing. You would the 6.6 hours, you decide what you want to do with it. And then you would have shift allowance as well. In this shift allowance, the more complicated your life is, the more you get money. I don't know if I'm making sense. The more complicated your life is, for example, you work public holidays, you work Sundays, and you work night. You see how complicated? Like this shift is good for you that want to come. Maybe your family is in Nigeria and you are here and you are having the hope to bring your family. The more your salary is, the more um uh, the more, because the immigration, they look at your net salary to be able to bring your family. You need to reach a certain, okay, net. You need to reach a certain salary level for you to be able, for you to be eligible to bring your family. So I would encourage you to go with this. Do the normal roster, which is day, night, rest off. Like that, the shift allowance, you will get the full pay of the shift allowance. You will get the night allowance, you will get the public holidays, you will get the Sunday, and you get like the normal, the big pay. When I started as a nurse, I did not go with this because I had my daughter, I have my daughter, then like if you don't know, I'm a single mommy, okay? So I was taking care of my daughter. I had to, take her to school, and I had the mommy thing, So I took the kind of office roster. One thing about Malta as well is they are very, very understanding. Like what I mean, nursing in Malta. Whenever I'm talking about nursing in Malta, I'm talking about government nursing in Malta. If you're working for private, I don't know about. I've never worked as a nurse in as a private nurse or anything. I've been always working with the government. So one thing about Malta is working in the government is they kind of understand you and they kind of treat you holistically. Okay, so I have always had good, like when I wanted this roster, this office roster, they granted it. From Monday, I used to work from Monday to Friday, from 7 to 4:30. So I can go pick my daughter from school. And I can do also things at home, do homeworks and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but you that is coming from Nigeria, you don't have a daughter, you don't have a husband, your husband might be in Nigeria, or you're single, you're coming to build your life here. This is not the roster for you because you're losing money. You lose a lot of money with that roster. Okay? You need to do day, night, rest off. That is the roster for you to build your credit, for you to build your money, okay, so that you can bring your family, and when they come, they will be comfortable. You have a lot of allowances in this roster. You have night allowance, public holidays, they pay us triple, public holidays, Sundays double. If you want to do overtime, everything will count. Your overtime will count. Okay, if you want to do overtime, if you do overtime, overtime is when you work during your off days. Okay, if you don't want, if some people might not know what is overtime. Overtime here is, for example, on your day, on your off day, you come to work, you'll be paid 1.5 hours, like one and a half money for your hour. Okay, for 1 hour you will be paid 1.5. So your overtime and everything, all of them count. You need to do this. You need to do this roster for you to be able to build your credit and bring your family, and your family, you would live in a good house. Your family would come and enjoy the time. And then when they come, you can now reduce the time you work. Everything, everything is a process. Everything has its own time. Okay, you have time to do the working. There would be a time that is, this is the time I need to do the do. Okay, and the time for you to sit back and relax the do that you've done would come. So but when you're starting, you need to start hard. You need to start with force. You need to start with that energy, and then when the time for you to keep relaxing, that is when the time will come. So I started softly because of my daughter, because of what I said. And then now I went back as a charge nurse. If you don't know, I'm also a charge nurse. Okay. So yeah. I've been a charge nurse for like 4 months now. So I changed my roster. So I had to do the charge nurses roster. So the charge nurses have a roster of 2 in, 2 out, 2 days in, 2 days out. You don't know how happy I am with this roster. This is the best roster ever. Like you are going in for 2 days and 2 days, and then if you want to do the 40 hours a month, you can stop at two in, 2 out. Okay, like nothing. But I am taking the 46.6, so I need to come in extra day every 16 days. Okay, every 16 days, so you need to come in just to complete the 6.6 hours. But if you choose only 40 hours, you don't need to come in for your extra day. But I am doing the 46.6, so I am coming in every 16 days for my extra shift. Okay, yeah. So this is, I'm using myself as an example, and I am also explaining to you how it is. Please feel free to write down for any question or anything that you want me to clarify. What else do I have to say about salary? What else do I have to say about salary? And asks, would can my salary sustain us? Like she was asking me if her salary as a nurse would be able to sustain her and her family, like her husband and her children, in the meantime before her husband gets a job, depending on when you file. And also she okay, let me read the question, for you to understand. So she was like, how is salary and cost of living in Malta after school and I get work? Will I be able to bring my family immediately? Will my salary be able to sponsor them and sustain us for the time being before my husband finds something doing? First, I would advise you, you can only bring your family after working for 1 year. When you graduate today, tomorrow you start working as a nurse, you cannot bring your family the next month. No, you have to work a year to have your um uh, to have to build your what will I say, credit, your money for the for Malta to see, for the country to see that you have worked and you will be able to sponsor your family to come. So they need to know your gross payment. Okay, they need to know your gross payment for them to know that you are eligible to bring your family. So you working for that 1 year and you are saving your money, I think yes, you'll be able to bring them, and you will be able to after 1 year. Okay, and then you start the process. So the process might take another 3 4 months. So yes, of course, you would be able to bring your family and your husband will be comfortable, and you until he 1 or 3 months, within 1 to 3 months, when he finds something doing. And tell your husband to learn a skill, go into computer, do, what is it called, project. What is, I'm giving you hint. If you want to, if your husband is coming or planning to come to with you, listen, I'm gonna tell you where the employment is in Malta. Computer, AI, any project, whatever, anything to do with computer is very good. You will get employment very fast. Okay, apart from healthcare, is anything computer. Learn, study, get your qualification, or your husband can come, so that when he comes, he will not stay long looking for employment. Before I continue, please like this video. Please. I know how many people are watching me. I'm begging you to like this video. If you've learned, and if you're happy with what I'm saying, and if you're getting some things, okay, please, I'm begging you to like this video. Like it to encourage people, and so that it can, YouTube can push it more to people to also learn. Please, I'm begging you. So yeah, about bringing and sponsoring your family, you need to work at least 1 year to bring your family, to do family reunion visa for them to come, and your salary should be enough. And also, you talk about cost of living. Cost of living for me, it's individual, because my lifestyle is different from your lifestyle. Okay, what I do is different from what you do. For example, if I like eating out, or I like cooking at home, or I like shopping in one place, or I like doing this, everything, it's very individualized. So, or I like living in a particular area, I like living in the city, I don't like the village. Everything is all about what you choose, your choice. Okay, choose. If you choose, when you come first, you have to choose a life that, if maybe it's not your type, but what is available, what is suitable for you at that time, what is suitable with your salary. Then you can make movements, you can adjust your home, you can adjust. For example, when you come, you can rent a room. Okay, that you're gonna save. Don't go renting an apartment, rent a room. or go in the campus. Do your do the hard work, sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice. When I was a carer, and I was studying to be a nurse, I was doing the sacrifice. I was crying. It was not luxury. It was not comfortable, but I know where I want to go. I know my goal. When you know your goal, you would not see the suffer now because you know where you're going. Okay, there is this adage in Igbo land. I'm from Nigeria as well, if you don't know, and I'm Igbo. So there is this adage in Igbo that say "Agoro wearing chekube anahebu mat." Like when you are hungry and you know that when I get home I have food, you will stay strong. Okay, like now you're hungry, but you know that in few hours you're gonna go home and you have food in your fridge, in your fridge. You will say, okay, I can wait. But the problem is when you're hungry and you don't have food, and you don't even know where to get the next food. That is where the problem lies. But when you are doing the do now, when I mean doing the do is when you are working the work, when you are doing the sacrifice, and you know that there is hope or there is light. I don't want to use light in the end of the tunnel, because how can someone put light in the end of the tunnel and not in the beginning of the tunnel? You understand? But you understand you understand where I'm going. So when you know that there is light or there is joy or there is sun after the rain, that is when you would be happy to dance in the rain. Right now, before you come, when you're coming, okay, and or even if you are here and this is the raining time for you, happily dancing that rain, because that rain would catapult you to places and to a condition and to a situation where you enjoy it when the sun shines. Nobody knows. So somebody is asking me, Abigail is asking me, do you know when next the government is going to hire nurses? They always call for the nurses, I think, twice in a year. Okay, soon there should be a call. If you want to contact me, because in this call, I always receive, we the government employee, okay, we always receive emails about call every Friday. Every Friday there will be a call, but not nursing. It's about any call, like maybe finance, whatever. The whole government call will be every Friday. There is always an email. Even if there is no call, they will send us the email. So we always receive this email about calls for nurses or for any other sector in the government. Okay. So this is how I get to know about the call. If I see this email, I will check, because for now this should be it should be now. So I'm gonna try to check this email um every Friday, and if there is a call, I will come out here and I will make the announcement. Okay, I'll make the announcement. But if you finish your course, don't wait for the government call. Don't. Look for any available application. Look for any available offer, private or anything that you have that is free. Go in it. Go. Accept the offer. When you are there, then you can switch to government, just for you to retain your permit. Okay, just for you to retain your permit, your document. Look for any available offer you have. Look, hold on to it. And also, when you are signing any document, read properly. When you are starting any employment, you should have a probation period. Within this probation period, either 6 months or 1 year, you are free to go anytime you want to go. You would not have any responsibilities, or you wouldn't have any penalty when you leave during your probation period. So it is within this probation period you will start praying and praying for the government to call. By that time, you've extended your stay. You've extended your permits to stay. Okay, because I know after your study you need to extend your stay. So with that private sector, you've extended your stay, and then within your probation period, that is the time you're praying and you're asking God to open the government call. But even if the government call did not come in, then you sign a contract. You have to work until the end of your contract to be able to change the government. Okay, don't sign long contracts. Don't sign long contracts if you want to benefit from the government. The government is the do of the do of the do. The contracts they take from the government and they give you after they've collected theirs. I don't want to shout it so that you will not you understand me. So yeah, so someone else said, college or university can you recommend aside ED Academy? College, MCAS. MCAS is the deal to me. MCAS is the thing for me. MCAS will treat you holistically. University is a mark. You know, when you say Dolce Gabbana or I'm wearing Prada, that is university for you. But MCAS is where you're gonna learn, and MCAS is easy. MCAS is easy. It's easier, no complication. They will not complicate your life. Okay, it's a straightforward thing. They would help you, they will treat you individually, and they will be there for you. They will be there to answer your questions. I listen. I Yeah, MCAS offer top up, and their top up is top notch. Okay, MCAS offers top up. Hey, before I go, please, I want to ask you guys to make sure that your degree is accepted in Malta, your nursing degree. Let me tell you the degrees that are not nursing that they will not accept you if it is not a degree, it is a diploma. For example, you have a diploma in community nursing, and then you come with, for example, okay, I'm coming close because this is very important. This is very important because someone came to the salon and she was really, really sad. She was really, 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 really sad because she came from Ghana, and she have diploma in community nursing. So she came with MQRIC of 5. Okay, so she did the bridging course instead of adaptation course. She did the bridging course, and when she went to the nursing council, they told her, sorry, we cannot employ you because we don't have community. If it was to be a degree, it is something different, but this is a diploma, and with MQRIC of 5, and you did not do general nursing, you did not do mental health, you did not do geriatrics, elderly care nursing, don't come to do the top up. And if you do the top up, you don't need the bridging course. This is another question that I was asked. Would you? No, bridging and adaptation, they are the same. Sorry, maybe you did not join me from the beginning. I said it, bridging and adaptation are the same thing. Sorry, I'm using different things. They are all the same. Adaptation and bridging, they are the same. They just removed, before it was adaptation course, now they removed it. So now it's bridging. It's the same, okay? So, but what is different is bridging course and top-up course. They are different things. They are different. They are not the same. Top up is when you have a diploma or you have a certificate in nursing, and it is not up to the standard of nursing in Malta. You did not reach up to level 5 or level 6. So you cannot come and work in Malta. You miss some placement or some things, you know. So the top up course is for you to have a degree. after a top-up course, you are having a degree, okay? But after a bridging course, you are having a certificate to be able to work in Europe. But a top-up course is a degree. They will give you, you will now have a degree in nursing, in general nursing. Am I making sense? Can you please tell me if I'm making sense? Because I want to make sure that you understand this, the difference. Okay? That is not the problem. Whatever my eyebrows is not what I'm talking about. Well, however I look is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the nursing, and I'm talking about what you need to understand and how you need to to come to migrate. Okay, so make sure your degree or your diploma is within this scope of nursing, and then you are free to go. Okay, number one, you need to have something in general nurse, something in mental health nursing, or something in elderly care nursing. Okay, you need to have this, either or, not community or midwife. Midwife, they don't employ midwife. Okay, forget about midwife. I know in Nigeria or in some of the African country, we do midwife with nursing together. No, so make sure that your diploma, your certificate, or your degree is about this. Then, if you are up to 5 and above, you can go straight to bridging course. Okay, go straight to bridging course and you get employment. But if you are not within this specialty and you are 5, you need a top up, because without that, without a top up, you will not be employed. You will not get employment. Know the difference between a top up and a bridging, and know when you need, which one you need. Okay, it is very important, so you don't lose time, you don't lose money. Money is very important. Being coming from a non-European country, an African country, money is very important as well. So you're gonna lose. Now she needs to do the top up, and the top up is 1 year. It's all about dissertation, it's all about thesis. Okay, top up course is all about thesis, because when you did your diploma, you did not write a dissertation, you did not write thesis. So top up is mainly about thesis and dissertation, and then you would be able to work. And after the top up, you don't need the bridging course, because you got your diploma, you got your degree in Malta. You would just need to get your nursing council registration. So someone said, can you help with the admission in MCAS? How can, no, I don't do. I'm just here to give you a pathway. My own, like, whatever. I don't do into, I'm not into these ones. Okay, I have a lot to do. I have a lot, not because I don't want to do, but because I have a lot. I am running a salon. I am also doing full-time nursing, and I cannot do these things. Okay, I cannot. I'm sorry. I cannot. But if you have, and you can do it yourself as well. You don't need any any agent. Last week I had a visitor in my office. Uh, like online, like this I do online, and she saw my videos and she went through the whole process, and she came to the salon, she said hello, and then she came to the office as well, at work. And it's very, I'm so happy to see people succeeding through my videos, and a lot has, even they kept telling me I want a meet and greet. They wanted to do meet and greet with me, and but the thing I want to tell you about this is you can do it yourself. You don't need to pay any agent, because you just need to contact the school, and the school would not to any agents. The school wants to talk to you directly. There was a period of time someone had a problem about payments in MCAS. I contacted the school. They asked me. They told me they cannot give me information. I need to tell the person to contact them. So you need to you need to do the process, and it's very easy. You just need to contact the school, and the school will contact you directly, and you speak with each other through emails. They respond to the emails, they respond to phone calls, and you can do it yourself as well. Okay, you can do it yourself. And if in anywhere you need my help, you send the emails. If you want a one-on-one consultation, I'll be here as well. That is when I can give you a call. I would treat you holistically. I will ask you all the loopholes where you have problems, and I would help you to with that as well. Okay. So I think before this live used to be 30 minutes, and today it's kind of interacting. I met a lot of you online before. I just come, I do the videos, and I go. But today, most of you are online, and I'm happy. Thank you so much for coming on, joining me. Must I work 1 year after study before? Yes, you have to work 1 year. You have is a mandatory thing, so you can have your S5. I think they call it M5 or M something 5. It's all about your gross payment. Okay, it's all about the government, the country knowing your gross payment, um, to ascertain if you are eligible to bring your family. Okay, because you need to reach a level amount of payment a year before you will be eligible to bring your family. But nurses, we have that. But I would encourage you to work more, work the rosters, as I said, day night rest off, so you can have all the benefits, all the allowance and everything for you to meet up to this requirement. Okay, you need to work a year, and I would advise you to work a year. Do the sacrifice, live in not a comfortable but cost effective environment, save your money, so when your family is about to come, you can now move to a very comfortable place that will accommodate you and your family. This is the time for you to do the sacrifice. This is the time for you to do. This is the time for you to work hard for your family. Okay, I hope I answered all your questions. 1,500 is the net, but then you need to add the 500 of the 46.6 6.6 hours. You need to add the allowance, you need to add the Sundays, you need to add a lot of things, which everything is individualized. I cannot tell you gross, but the net payment is 1,005. But when you add all these things, it keeps going up. Okay, salary in Malta here is specialized. It's something personal. It's not, I can, for example, I'm getting this, you have to get this. No, because I might have clothes that you don't have, or I might decide, and also you have master's allowance as well. Like I did my master's, I have I think 60 euros master's allowance. Okay, so you have also every three, I did say this, sorry, I forgot to say this. Every 3 months, the government gives you also an allowance, okay, like 1,000 euros. It starts with 1,000 euros and then it keeps increasing. So it starts with 1,000 euros every 3 months. The government will give it to you for just being a nurse, okay. And also we have another allowance of we call it insensitive or something like that for teaching, because where I work is a teaching hospital. So we are always teaching students, and we are also teaching newcomers. Okay, so they give you an allowance for teaching nurses, for teaching new nurses, or for teaching new, students as well. And also I have another allowance I forgot to mention. So there are a lot of things. Okay, for example, and also your salary increases every year. Okay, every year your salary, whether you get masters or anything, your salary increases every year. You might start this year with 1,005, but next year it increases. And also the government insensitive, the government allowance, the 1,000 euros is also increases as well. Okay, so everything It's not something stagnant. It's something that keeps changing and keeps moving and keeps getting better. Okay, it keeps getting better. Believe me, you cannot hear it from anybody. Like nurses right now, our salary right now in Malta, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. So if you have more questions, please write. I give like 10 more minutes and then I need to do something else. Okay. I hope I answered all the questions though. But I'm doing this live mostly when I'm off. So I cannot tell you every Mondays or every Tuesdays, because my roster is 2 in 2 out, as I said. So every time I'm off, one of the off days, I always come on live to discuss, to answer questions as well. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate, and I really wish you all the best. And you can do it yourself. Believe me, don't pay money for nothing. You would regret it if you pay any agent, because you can do it. It's straightforward and you can do it. If you have anything you want me to discuss later on or you want me to talk about, please also you can write it on this comment section and I would make a video about it, or I'll come live to I prefer live because like this I'm interacting with you and I'm answering your questions direct. If I make a video, it's all in the box. I don't know what you want to hear, and I wouldn't be able to answer your questions. And believe me, editing videos is one thing I don't like to do. So I don't really like to edit. So life just goes up, you know. So, and I'm happy to do life. I don't mind. I don't like. I like when I say things off my mind. I don't like listening to it, editing, removing something, or cutting off. I know it gives some people um space to rewatch their thing and cut off what they want to cut off. But life, for me, life is life. Like I say what it is, and it keeps going. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you all next time. Don't forget, it's your girl paradise, your favorite nurse paradise. Until next time. And before I go, please subscribe to my channel if you've not. And like this video, please. I'm begging you. If you like what you're hearing, like this video and take care. Goodbye till next time. Bye.